Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
PD Beats here on Popternative is speaking to Carlacia Grant about season 2 of Outer Banks dropping today on Netflix. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's exciting. I mean, it was announced that you were joining the show, but has it hit you that people can finally see it now?
I think it's gonna take a few days to settle in. It's definitely gonna take a few days to settle in.
It's interesting. I'm curious about how you kind of got the part. Did you know a lot about the show? I mean, the show kind of last year during the pandemic, everyone watched it, became like an overnight sensation, like so big. What was it like kind of getting the part? What did you know about the show? Like what was that like for you?
So when I first got the audition, I never even watched the show before. I actually just saw that it films partially in Barbados, and I was like, ooh, like it automatically like caught my eye. And then I watched a few episodes just to get the tone of the show to audition, and I was hooked from there. And then I was like so obsessed about it and so excited about it. And then I didn't hear anything. I sent my audition in. I felt really good about my audition. I was like, the very least I should get a call back for this tape. Like I really felt like I just was like, I'm her. Like I'm her. Like I'm Cleo.
Yeah.
And I didn't hear anything. And I was like, dang, that's crazy. Like, I really felt good about that. And I just kind of like, whatever. I forgot about it. And then I was on the phone with my manager, and my other agent, Lindsay, called my manager, was like, hey, they're still looking for this girl, Cleo, for the Outer Banks show. And my manager was like, well, she already went in for it. Like, but she was like, you know what? Let's do it again. You really, like, at this point, I was like, I really want this role. I really want to go to Barbados. So we just sent the tape again. Like this, and then literally, like maybe like 4 or 5 days later, I got asked to do a chemistry read, and then I chemistry read with the cast, and then like a month later, I was invited to to do the table read.
Yeah.
And I was like, did I get the part? And it was like, no, you didn't get the part, but can you just come and do the table read? And I was like, okay, like I'll do the table. And then in the table read, they're like, you got the part, welcome. It was like, yeah, it was so cool that the way that they spoofed me, it was like, it was cool.
Now, binge culture, I mean, all 10 episodes are gonna drop, okay? And you're new, so the cat like a lot of your castmates are used to it a little bit because they were on the episodes last year. It hits
Yeah.
quick. Like,
Yeah.
are you preparing yourself a little bit about how like quick it's gonna hit? Like all the episodes are gonna be available on Friday.
We have had so many talks, and they have been really amazing about like helping, like basically telling me what basically had to happen to them last year. So they've been definitely giving me advice and pointers and tips. But so I'm keeping that in the back of my mind, and I think I'm just like, just ready for whatever happens. But I'm so excited. I've been able to really experience like the fans, and it's such great fans that we have on the show, and they're so involved, and they're so passionate. So I really,
Passionate.
it's so hard to just be behind the screen and not being able to give away like the secret of the season. And I don't know, I'm not gonna say it now, but you gotta watch and see. But it's been so hard to be shooting for months and not be able to say anything. So I just can't wait for the fans to really see like what Cleo like becomes, because truthfully I've been hiding like in plain sight. Like there's been so many photos, like we're supposed to be like really low key, we can talk about it. So sometimes I'll be caught in like fan photos just like at dinner.
Mhm.
And like they'll be like, oh my gosh, and there's a fan. And it'd be so funny because I'd be laughing so hard, like not like we'd be laughing so hard because like they didn't even know. Like
Well, it was announced that you were gonna be on it at one point. Like I'm pretty sure there was an announcement at one point that Carlacia Grant was gonna recur star for season 2.
by the time they announced it, we already wrapped filming.
It's
Yeah, when that
crazy how people don't even know that that's a thing, right?
Yeah, that announcement came. We already were wrapped by then. So it was all these months of filming, being in South Carolina, being in Barbados, with just like not being able to say I'm a part of this show in any way, shape, or form. Like we
Oh.
weren't commenting on each other's stuff, like on Instagram. Like it was like this big mystery, like trying to hide, like so the fans wouldn't be able to like figure it out.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
interesting. See, this is what it's all about, Popternative. You hear things that you're not. That is awesome to hear that. I did not even realize that. So that must
Yeah.
have been like really difficult, like to kind of keep to yourself, basically.
Yeah, it was difficult. I didn't even like tell my parents. I didn't tell my family because it was like they were like NDA'd up, say nothing, like can't talk about it. So I was just telling people, I'm like, I'm doing like a Netflix pilot. It doesn't, it's no title. Just, I'm just doing a pilot. And then like the day before the deadline dropped, I called and I was like, so yeah, that little pilot is a show called Outer Banks. And so it's crazy because like I didn't even know like so many of my family watched it already.
Oh,
They're like, man. So that's like my brother and my sister was like, I love that show. Like it's crazy.
it just blows my mind how quick it is. I remember last year I interviewed Rudy Panka, who plays JG, and Drew Stark, who plays Rafe last year. I interviewed them on like the Tuesday of it. It came out like the Friday, and then I interviewed them a couple of days later, the Tuesday. And that wasn't even like a week. It was like a couple of days, right? And like it was already like the biggest massive thing. They all had like thousands of followers on it. Like it was just like weird, like to me, like how fast it was. Like that was
Yeah.
to me how quick Outer Banks fan base become. Like that
Yep.
was to me what was amazing about it. And I think the pandemic had to do with it. But you should
Yep.
see, like, part of my job in Popternative is doing the research, going out, seeing all the
Mhm.
fan accounts, and like they're ready.
Yeah.
Like they're ready for
Yeah.
season two.
Yeah. Yeah. They've been waiting for like over a year. And like our fandom, they kind of pick up on every different clues. I see them like pause in the trailer. It's really cool to watch like from the background, like knowing these secrets. And it's like, dude, some fans figure some stuff out. It's
Now we're not gonna go into super big spoilers, but it's gonna be out. Like the Senator is out, Outer Banks season two. They can watch it on Netflix. Um, Cleo means business. Cleo is doesn't mess around like at all.
for sure, for sure.
What was it like playing a character like this, who's a lot more kind of complex and dynamic as you would think? Like you see her, like the first couple of episodes, it's all about the gold. People forget what this show is about, right? People
Right, right,
forget
right.
because of all the relationships. Like it's about the gold.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
want the
yeah.
gold.
Right.
But you're gonna see the growth throughout the episodes with Cleo, where she's a lot
Hmm.
more complex and a lot more dynamic than when we first meet her.
Yeah, yeah.
What's that like playing a
It
character like that?
so much fun. It was so much fun. It was so much fun because I guess okay, I'm not gonna say this. I don't want to give away any spoilers, but in the big reveal, even when I was auditioning, the big reveal wasn't even told to me until like I already had the part. So like I literally had to play it as a villain. Like I thought that she was just gonna be the villain, the new
Mhm.
villain of the show, and then whatever happens, we'll let you guys watch and see
Yeah.
what happens. But it was so much fun because I definitely got to layer her. So she has these moments of fight, this moments of don't
Yep.
mess with me. She has these moments of tenderness, especially her moments with Sarah. I think her budding relationship with Sarah is great. And
Amazing.
her bromance with like Stubbs and Terrence is cool. Stubbs is
Stubbs!
yeah, oh my gosh, Cleo and Stubbs are the greatest.
I'm telling you right now, I'm calling it. Stubbs is going to be a fan favorite for season two. I'm calling it right now.
For sure, for sure. We knew that, like, we knew that filming that I would see some things and he would jump. I'm like, damn, that is really cool. Like, we used to try thing. Like, we would be laughing. Like literally, there were some takes that we would shoot, like, because he would just do some improv stuff. Like, and like, literally, me and Terrence's character's real name is Terrence. So this will get confusing. So me and Terrence would be looking at each other and like be like literally be laughing just because like his character is so great and so much fun.
Does it excite you that there's like an opportunity of growth in a short amount of time for a character like Cleo? Like, we're not going to get into spoilers or anything, but like, there is this, like you said, there is this growth where from the beginning of the episodes to the end, where it almost feels like we've known Cleo for a long time. And here you are just showing up for season two, but it's like we've known you for
Yeah.
like from season one as well. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. Yeah, I think
It's crazy.
Yeah, I think that's the most exciting part is that we don't have to see her story end.
Yeah.
Like, we can go so much further with this, and the places that we can take this character, and just environment wise, relationship wise. Is there this thing that's going on with maybe a certain other character? Could they be a
Hmm.
love interest? Like, there's so many questions. And then, definitely like the sisterhood, Cleo and Kiara, like, what's their relationship gonna be like? There's so many cool things, and that's what the most exciting thing is, that we really can look forward to season 3 with so many questions and so many, like, okay, we can go this way, we can go that way, um, all these different ways that we could go.
It's interesting too because you look at the Pogues, all of them
Yeah,
have like different elements, all of them have different kind of skills and certain things. Some are there for the comic relief, some of them have the amazing ideas, some of them are very passionate. Um, it's funny because we're gonna meet Cleo, and Cleo kind of has like all of that happening. Like there's a lot of moments, like some
yeah,
of the things Cleo says are funny. Some of the things she says are
yeah,
heartfelt. Some of them she says she's always
yeah,
like scheming and figuring out plans. Like you have a little bit of
yeah.
all the Pogues. Have you thought about that at all? That's interesting too, right?
Yes, we definitely spoke about that, especially in like pre-production, or when I was speaking with the creators, Josh and Jonas. It was definitely like, all right, so Cleo's smarter, faster, quicker, wittier than everyone else. Like, she's actually, Cleo is named after Cleopatra. So if you know about like Cleopatra and like the goddess, the queen Cleo, Cleo is that she uses her mind to infiltrate to get what she wants. Also, he said he used also Princess Leia.
Yeah.
So she's very smart, she's very witty, and you don't really know what she's thinking or what she's up to. Also, she has this cool knife that she keeps, bringing around. Um, and she has spider skills, and I think she's like she's a little bit of a superhero.
Yeah.
Like,
People I yeah, yes.
yeah,
Yes. I don't know what else to say. Like, yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
And it's interesting because like I said, it's announced that you're gonna be on the show,
yep.
but people don't know like what's gonna
What?
happen. Like they don't
Yeah.
know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, and then 10 episodes later, they will know.
And they're gonna know. They're gonna know, like, and that was kind of the cool thing with Netflix, and just kind of like how we're gonna talk about, like, how do we reveal this character? Like,
Yeah.
how do we? It's starting to get harder and harder to hide me,
Mhm.
because we have fans everywhere in the show, and we hang out so much, and it's just harder and harder to hide. So how can we reveal me without revealing me and revealing Cleo? So
Mhm.
that's been really a fun ride of just kind of playing like the makeshift trick. So sometimes you'll see Cleo smiling in a picture, sometimes you won't. Like, I love like the way that our publicity, our marketing team at Netflix, like, really did like we love her, but we know nothing about her. So that was, I mean, kudos to them, and the way that they did that. So I think the fans would be like, ugh, so shocked and so surprised.
It's gonna be amazing. Carlacia, thank you so much for coming on Popternative to talk about season 2 of Outer Banks. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All 10 episodes now available on Netflix, so they can binge that, and it's gonna be great. And where can people follow you on social media to keep update with everything?
Just my name, Carlacia Grant, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Yeah, just my name all together.
Absolutely. Well, this has been Popternative, youtube.com/Popternative. For previous episodes, you're going to be able to catch Carlacia as Cleo in season 2 of Outer Banks on Netflix. All episodes available now. Until next time, this is Carlacia Grant and PD Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.